We're live right now. I know Glenn just got the email from, YouTube is booming now. Quantity, you ready? Dang, we can't show the brands.
Wow.
You know we're supposed to get paid for this stuff. Like, if we not showing, like, if we show something, we're supposed to get paid for the brands. Should I peel it off or you don't care? Fuck it. Fuck it. We just gonna roll. What's up, world? It's not just company. It's your boy Mitri. This ain't the real intro. I just want to let y'all know. This is like the pre-intro. This is just like the...
How you gonna tell me?
I just wanted to serenade y'all, talk to y'all, because niggas don't serenade no more. That's out the way. My nigga, you niggas not serenading these girls. The last time you serenaded something, Marquand? Tell the truth.
What do you mean?
Serenade. Said something nice to her, just to say something nice. Not to get somewhere, but just to say.
I did it this morning.
You just said something nice just to say it?
Yeah. When I went to go see my daughter.
To your daughter?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying to somebody else. Like to a girl your age.
The last time I just
said something just to say it.
Like what? Like, oh hey, you look good today, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I do that pretty often. So
why? Why is that a thing for you? Yeah, no, that's a real thing.
I just like you'd always want to remind your woman that she looks good, or you want to give her a compliment.
That's almost so weird to me that the only reason why I like having you around. No, fuck that. It's so weird to me, like, the values that you place higher than the values that, like, me, let's say I or Junior place higher. Like, you place your values on how other people feel so much higher than you place the values on how you feel. Which is
not necessarily.
But in some ways.
In some ways.
When it comes to your girl, you definitely place the values on how
well, that just depends, because even after a while, you kind of just certain shit you're not just going to keep letting slide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So... I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, you are correct. Certain shit I do value theirs more than myself, which is a problem. I feel like it's a problem. I feel like it's a gift and a curse sometimes. So,
but that's what I'm saying. I don't place those same values in the air. Like it comes off totally different when I say nice stuff, even with like my girl, if I say nice stuff to her, she takes it as a joke because I never say nice things.
I mean, but I think I finally get how y'all be trying to say it. It's just like you can't really, the way I am, I can't be like that. You know what I mean? I kind of get how y'all be saying that because y'all say women walk over you when you do stuff like that. You know, for the most, like I feel like that is true that a lot of women, they love the idea of a good man, but they really want a man to treat them wrong. Is that wrong with me to say?
No, the saying, nice guys finish last.
I think that's a very true statement.
But I think that nobody ever realizes there's a reason why they finish last.
Yeah.
Like the Cavs lost this shit for a reason. It's not just like, oh, the Cavs lost. No, they lost for a reason. It wasn't true. I think. I don't know. I just always wanted to ask you that. I was thinking about that earlier this week. But what's up, bro? It's not just company. This your boy Mitri. We got Quani Struggles here. Quani, say something.
What's going on, everybody?
We got Junior to the right of Quani. Well, the right of me and then the right of Quani. All right. Quani had a baby this week. Let me wrap it. I'm gonna give y'all a short intro because Junior don't like me asking him something. Quani had a baby this week. Junior had a pretty regular week. He's also trying to do like 10 to 15 more sit-ups a day, get his body right for winter time, because a lot of people worried about the summer, but it's more about the winter because you can wear tighter fitting shirts. Winter is the real time to show what you have done. Ain't that right, Johnny?
No.
Okay. Well, sometimes I'm wrong. It's just the way life is. Anyway, so this week, Drake's album. Did y'all get a chance to digest it?
Yeah, I did.
What do y'all think about it?
I feel like I mean, overall, it's a good album. It's a real good album, great album. I ain't mad at it. But I feel like some of the songs, you know how side A and side B? I feel like some songs from side A should have been on side B, and some songs from side B should have been on side A.
Did you listen to it?
I don't like it because it's not those. It's too different. It's like when Kanye West came out with, was it College Dropout or whatever? and then he came out with like 808 and Heartbreak. It's just too different.
But
It's not the same Kanye that you first fell in love with. Like
But-
Drake, the other albums don't sound like this, and it's not in a good way sounding different.
But you don't think that this is more of a like an evolution?
Nah.
because I think if you put it into perspective that you just said, Kanye West 808s and Heartbreaks changed the way music is now.
Yeah,
I
A
would say
lot
that.
of those same
I
songs,
would
that's
say
the
that.
way music sounds now.
Yeah.
I would.
A
say
lot of
that.
those same beats. I mean, literally think about it. If Kanye West, if you take 808s and Heartbreaks away, you literally you have a lot of artists that wouldn't be around right now. You
All
take
that's good
808s and
and dandy,
Heartbreaks
bro.
away, there's no Kid
All
Cudi.
that's good and dandy, but when you talk about Drake, it's too different for me as a Drake fan. It's just something I can't get along.
I think he had.
So
something
you don't
for
even
everybody.
you don't even like either other albums. I mean, it ain't even songs on there that you kind of like at least.
I need another. What was it?
You finna say take care.
No. What was it? Before it's too late. Whatever.
Nothing was the same.
Yeah. No. Was nothing was the same?
Oh, if you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah, if you're reading this, it's too late. I need
But that
another
was
one.
more like a mixtape
You
kind of
want to
thing.
know what
I
I?
need
You want to
another
know what
one
I'm
of
gonna
those.
say? And
Cause
Jay
Legend just steal my shit to this day.
Z had the best line of all time, and it will always stand. Niggas want my old shit, buy my old albums.
I bought
This,
it.
but this is the thing, and I think that's the way about artistry. That's the way you gotta see it. If Drake came out with that same album again, you know what some people would say? Oh, nigga, we already heard you do this. This is it. We already heard you do this.
It's like a catch-22 situation. You can't win if you lose.
I think this is probably the best album he's ever had as far as from a listening standpoint,
Yeah.
because he got something for everybody.
Yeah, I do like that though. He do got something.
He got
for everybody.
something for everybody.
He really do.
He got something for the girls. He got something for the niggas. He got something for the rap fans. He got something. I think
For the pop fans.
I don't think there's nobody that can do what he just did.
And along with that album, he addressed every situation anybody ever called him out on, like everything. He didn't call out every beef he done had with people. He didn't call he
I think
he
it just
addressed a lot of
proves-
shit.
Another thing that it proves is you can really ruin somebody's album. Pusha T really ruined the album. If Pusha T's the story of Adonis never comes out, I think this album plays totally different. And I
Yeah.
think you get fans like Junior. I think you get those fans who are kind of like, oh yeah, he said some shit on here. Because you would have never known he
But
had
you
it.
can't even if you look at it that way, I guess you could still say it was a great album because according to the rumors of gossip, Pusha T heard the March 14th song and I mean Drake mentions everything that he said in his diss in that song. So it's
How
kinda
y'all
like,
feel about that? After knowing that information, how do y'all feel?
I feel like Pusha definitely lost now. If it wasn't an L before, you definitely just got handed one now. It's like winning the Oscar and getting it revoked for fraud.
Now, is this like when Drake and Meek Mill had a beef and Meek Mill said Drake got peed on by one of T.I.'s friends?
Well, I mean, you see what Drake did though. Drake came back and killed him in that back-to-back.
But
And
to
what was
me,
it, charged up back-to-back?
if it ever came out, well, T.I. did say it was true, that one of his friends peed on Drake, that was an automatic win for Meek Mill. You got it. It's kind of like a bagging session. If I say something that's going to stick with you forever, like if I change your nickname.
But then that depends though. What if you was one of the homies there? Like, what if Meek was there though, like on Drake's side type shit? But then when they fell out, he decided to tell us to spill the beans. I would look at that as like a whole move. But we don't really know the full story as to what happened as him knowing that incident. So you can't really say. Because I'll agree with you. If nothing like that happened and Meek Mill just said it, yeah, I get it. That's an automatic win. But then Drake came back and he just kind of.
I think my only problem with Drake on this album is I think when he beat Meek Mill, I think it's, and personally I like Drake's diss for Pusha T better than Pusha T's. I like the way Drake was rapping on there.
Yeah.
Drake didn't get out of pocket. He stayed in what he does. But I think that Drake carried the beat Meek Mill into the album rollout. This time, you go away once you lose. Now you gotta change it, cause you can tell a lot of this album was changed.
I would say that too, cause like even with the whole, one thing I will admit though, Drake did say with the Meek Mill, he said, "Don't feel bad, I would have did it to anyone." And then with this album, I want to say like the first 4 to 5 songs addressed everything Pusha T had to say. Came out and let him know, like, I feel like you definitely proved your point. I mean,
I didn't want to hear that for a whole. That's my only gripe about it. I didn't want to. I feel like every song there was at least a verse or a hook about what was going on. I didn't want to hear that the whole time.
I can't say it was the whole time, but that's why I say he got something for everybody.
Side A.
Okay.
Side A, I would say the whole side A definitely has a verse or a hook about the beef, either him and Kanye or him and Pusha.
But I do like that though, that he at least addressed everybody in the album, no matter which side it was. He addressed every beef he had, and he kind of just like let them know, like, okay, well, this person came for me. What he saying? That wasn't I had Philly niggas coming for me. I had real Philly niggas, and that was
So let's get to side B.
Side B, that was the rap side, right?
Side B was the singing side.
That was the R&B side?
Rap, yeah.
Okay.
How you feel about it?
I actually like side B. Well, you know what he did in side B though? He, like you say, he got something for everybody. In side B, he pretty much made sure that he had the hits on there as well as having things that everybody gon'. How do I say that? Because I just said he had the hits.
He had hits.
He had hits. He really did. But he also had a lot of shit relatable to people that they can jive with. You know what I mean? So he did pretty cool with that. He did cool with that.
He did that. I just said, so what do y'all want to rate the album overall?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
That's good. Jenner?
6.5.
What would you give it, Mitra?
Honestly, I give it 2 separate scores. From a Drake fan standpoint, I'm gonna give it about a 9 out of 10 because I really like the album. From just a casual listener standpoint, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
You know what? I gave side B. No. Which one's rapper side? Side A, right?
A.
I gave that a 10 out of 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Now
you hear what I'm saying? You gotta like, because it was stuff in there, like certain one of them songs, like it was like, okay, oh, so you going back to this Drake? Okay, you rapping like this.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. But
so it was like I can't give them a side. Yeah, it'd be different. But if you're doing the overall with them combined, you know, I'm gonna give it that. But for the most part, yeah, it was a pretty cool album though.
All right. I'm sorry, I'm not texting. I'm looking up different stuff that I had saved that we need to talk about. So, Tyler Perry, how y'all feel about niggas buying expensive gifts for people? And then saying it out loud.
What's an expensive gift?
Yeah, well, it depends on what the gift is.
Tyler Perry bought Tiffany Haddish. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Tyler Perry bought Tiffany Haddish a Tesla for everything that she's done. I feel like the money that he spent on that could have went in other places. Tesla's $100,000.
Yeah, depending on which one he got her.
He bought her the new one. He bought her the one to get. Like it was $100,000. The Type X. This is the gold wing doors. This is the whole joint.
So the SUV.
Yeah.
The one that Jaden Smith has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can't say Jaden Smith like that because I mean he comes from money.
No, I'm saying.
I mean he got his own. Like he can buy it himself.
What do y'all feel like? And we're gonna talk about Jaden Smith too. What do y'all feel about buying like? I don't think like. I think the Wheel of Fortune, like not the Wheel of Fortune, but like Jeopardy does it the best. If celebrities go on there, you're not winning more money. We're not finna watch people make you get richer. This is going to a
donation,
charity.
yeah.
I don't think Tyler Perry should have did that. He could donate every dollar. Don't buy your friends gifts and post them online. I think that's weird. To me, I don't know how y'all feel.
But you could look at it as also a sign of gratitude
to your rich friends.
I mean, to be real, you ain't really. Tiffany Haddish really started coming up, 2 years ago? 2, 3 years, when she really, like, actually big, 2, 3 years ago? I mean, she worked hard to get there, and I guess he just kind of wanted to show her his gratitude for her working so hard.
I get it. I just think, like...
I get what you're saying, though. Why do you got to show it off? Why couldn't you just do it like, look, this for you? Why do you got to show the whole world that you did that for me?
I just think, that's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? But, off of that, I just wanted to get y'all. Jaden Smith. Do y'all think people even pay attention to Jaden Smith because he's Jaden Smith?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, they gonna pay attention. For one, he's Jaden Smith. and well, some people pay attention to him because of who his parents are. But you actually have diehard Jaden Smith fans. It's kind of like, you
Does
know
it
what, I
hurt
fuck with
Jaden Smith
Smith.
being Jaden Smith?
No.
I think if Jaden Smith, and I'm one of the people, I like his music. I think if he wasn't Will Smith's son, I think some way, shape, or form, he would still be
big.
Jaden Smith.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I do. Because you got to think about it. The little nigga started acting at the age of, what, 4?
That's what I'm saying. I think, music-wise, I just think he's very, I think he's very lyrical.
Yeah.
In his own way.
I also like that he got that whole mentality where it's like, I don't really care what anybody thinks.
And I like the fact that, and this is the only reason I want to talk about it, I watched an interview with him, and he was just saying how he don't think it's right that he gets to live a certain type of way and other people don't live that. He doesn't understand why.
Some people are poor, some people
Yeah,
are not.
he was like, I've always gotten to do whatever I wanted to do, but I have friends who have to go to jobs, like they have to do this. He said, and if I give them, you know, if I got to give my friend $50,000 because, you know, I want to go out of town with my friend, it's weird for me to not. It's weird for them to not understand that. Oh, they don't have no money. They gotta go to work because if they don't go to work, they don't have it. I think that's cool that he admitted that he admitted like, oh, I didn't know y'all was really broke out here. I thought this was just a thing.
Yeah.
What?
But it's nice that he got that mentality though.
Junior, how you like Jaden Smith?
No.
Why?
Because he cries too much.
About what?
Being a millionaire. You were born into money. You never know poverty. Quit trying to relate.
But I mean, are you mad at him for trying to relate to his culture?
Yes.
Why?
Because this ain't your culture.
Why not? He's still a black man.
Yeah, this ain't your culture.
You know what I will say to that, and I will respond. I will respond with something Will Smith said. No matter how rich you are, the racist just gets more. He said, the more money you get, the racism gets more overt. Like he said, he was like, I had more hit movies. He was like, I had Independence Day and then Bad Boys came out, or which I think it was vice versa, but they came out back to back. He wanted to do what's the Tom Cruise movie, Mission Impossible? He wanted to do that one. There's no reason why he couldn't do that one, other than what?
He's not white.
He's not white. We don't want you. And it like he said, it's very overt. No, we want a white actor. Tom Cruise is gonna do this. He was so hurt by that, and he was saying like he didn't recognize racism because he got famous quick too. He was like, the second I started rapping, we blew up. So we blew up. I got rich. I went broke, and then I got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then I stayed rich from there. But I didn't never realize that. Oh shit, I'm black.
Would you want to see Will Smith in Mission Impossible?
I would definitely would have wanted to see.
I'm
Will
a
Smith in Mission
complaint.
Impossible.
Hell no.
That probably would have been.
You don't
cool.
like Will Smith as an actor?
I wouldn't want to see him in Mission Impossible.
Well, first of all,
because
Mission
anybody
Impossible.
got time for that high-pitched ass scream he do in every action movie where he yelling.
Any
for
movie that
something or
Will
whatever,
Smith is in, pull Will Smith out and tell me put somebody else in Hitch and tell me it would be just as funny.
It wouldn't.
Put somebody else in Hitch.
I have a feeling they're gonna redo Hitch with Kevin Hart.
It wouldn't be funny.
It wouldn't be.
It would. Kevin Hart is done.
Okay, again, racism. Yeah, he's fucking this everywhere. That whole scenario you just laid out, that's just called good casting. Will Smith would not have been good in Mission Impossible.
He would.
No, he wouldn't have. Just like Tom Cruise wouldn't have been good in Hitch. It wouldn't have worked. That role in that movie
we
was
never
set.
said Tom Cruise would have been good.
We
in
never
Hitch.
said that.
But what
The
I'm
thing
saying-
with Will Smith is,
There are certain roles in certain movies designed for certain people.
But you've seen Will Smith play every role though, damn near. Like, what role haven't you seen him play?
So can you see Will Smith playing John Wick?
No. No. Not in the sense of.
Well, you know what? I never seen John Wick, so I can't.
I couldn't see. I've seen it, and I couldn't see him playing that only because I wouldn't want Will Smith to do that character.
And I wouldn't
Just
want
like,
him to play
but then at the
Mission
same
Impossible.
time, you look at Denzel. I couldn't see Denzel playing a dirty cop before I saw him playing a dirty cop. Like I couldn't see it. Like Training Day, you notice the preview for Training Day. They didn't show him being. If you watch the preview now, they didn't show him being a dirty cop. They just showed
him being a cop.
They just showed him being a cop. Then you watch the movie and you realize, oh, this is a whole. This is pandemonium. This is totally
but
different.
Back to the Jaden situation. Yes, whatever. Racism, Hollywood. Who cares? I said good casting. You said.
What
racism.
do you? What? All right.
Jaden Smith. I don't respect Jaden Smith because, like I said, I hate celebrities who try to relate to the struggle. Like P. Diddy's son. P. Diddy's son grew up with maids, butlers, a house so big he got his own wing, jet skis. Like he didn't grow up having to hustle candy to buy.
You don't know.
But do you not know that they dad pushed them very hard with them growing up? Like it wasn't, their life wasn't easy. He still pushed them to go above and beyond.
But even if
with all those amenities they got, they still got pushed.
Even if I want you to understand, and from what you just said, you're making Jaden Smith's point. He's saying, I didn't know people. It didn't spark my mind that everybody didn't have as much money as I did, and everybody couldn't do everything that I could do. I was in that. Like he said, I was in that type of thing. I've had teachers come to my house and teach me since I was a kid. So the second I moved out on my own, and my friends, they can't stay over because they got to go to work and they got to do this. Oh, I'll just give you $50,000 and you don't have to go to work. You can just come vacation with me. Nah, Jaden, because that's just $50,000, but I'm still going to have to go to work because I got to have health care. I got to do this. It didn't hit his head, like he said. It didn't spark my mind because, look, this is just the way I live. I don't think about the stuff that y'all. Like he said on the interview, it's Big Boy. Y'all can go watch it. I've never paid a power bill in my life. I could not tell you where to go pay a power bill at. There's somebody. I've had an assistant since I was able to say the word assistant. Those things didn't connect with me. But the older I'm getting, the more I'm seeing like, oh, so wait, y'all gotta do this? So wait, when I drop my car off at valet at a hotel, this is. Somebody has to move my car for a living? Like this is a thing? That's what I mean by when you say trying to act like they're about the culture. I think Jaden Smith is good because he realized that's not, I don't understand what y'all going through. But I want to. I want to understand like how it is to be that way. I want to understand like, okay, so this is why people are so upset. This is why, like the Flint, Michigan water thing. Everybody forgot that, but like he said, as long as I have any amount of money in my bank account, I'm going to send water over there every chance I get. I'm going to send 100 cases of water every chance I get. If I can go buy a Louis Vuitton bag for $2,500, I can go spend $2,500 on water.
And in the famous words of Donald Trump when Obama was in office, fuck the president, he ain't broke so he ain't black enough. Same thing. Fuck Jaden Smith.
But can you really get mad at
I'm not
people
mad.
like the president? I mean, he built his way up from, you know what I mean? You
I got a problem with somebody told me something this week, and this is gonna spot, and this goes off of what Jenner just said. This old guy told me, older black guy. I do valet, so I'm dropping him off at his house. He was telling me, he was like, "What age did you realize that you black?" I'm like, "What you talking about, bro?" Like, what you talking about? He was like, "What age did you stop thinking of yourself as a person and thinking of yourself as a black man?" I'm like, as long as I've been alive, I knew I was black. It's like, that's the thing. He's not from here. He's African. So I'm African, but I'm a person. You don't have to treat me like I'm black. You treat me like a person. Don't think we cool just because we both the same skin tone. I'm a person before this. So when you say stuff like that, F the president, because he ain't broke, so he ain't black enough. That's what you just said?
That's Donald Trump's words, yes, sir.
So, in what context does that mean the same thing? Because if we're a person, I personally think, and I thought about this because I know you always say somebody stands on a soapbox when it comes to a color situation.
Which they do, mainly blacks.
At what point do you see yourself as a person and not just a black person?
I always see myself as a person. Race is never, y'all throw race out there, I don't.
So, but the thing is, the only way for you to understand race is for you to start thinking of yourself as...
But if I go through everything, I'm a black man, so the way black people and all the They do their thing. It's a lot
So
of.
you don't feel like you get treated away, and
Because
this
I'm
this
black.
goes back to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith is probably like Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. They've been rich their whole life.
Okay.
Do you notice why when they sing, I'm trying to understand people. People really listen to them.
Okay.
When it comes to black people like Jaden Smith, y'all don't see it as that. Y'all see it as, oh, he just crying about being rich. He just crying about doing this. I don't get that. I really don't understand. I want you to understand. You go ahead and talk. Please
When
break it
I talk
down.
about Jaden Smith, my problem with Jaden Smith is once Will Smith and Jada's son, their kids got old enough to understand what money is and got to touch their money, they already had a false sense of reality when it comes to the world. When you born rich, I haven't been, so based off what I see, when you born rich, like you said, you get tutors that come to your house, you get maids, you can travel wherever you want to go. Every day is a vacation. That's a different. You like Blue Ivy, how she growing up right now, how Kanye kids growing up right now, traveling to Paris, traveling here, here, maids. You got any clothes you want, any toys you want. You walk into your house on Christmas, you know the tree finna be filled, be booming. Anything you want. Only thing the kids gotta get used to is a camera in their face all the time. And after a while, it becomes second nature. They don't even notice it half the time. Jada Smith, now that he's of age to realize, oh, there's people out here who don't have money. Okay, there's people out here who struggle. I think he knew that, but he kind of didn't want to know it, but he knew it. But now he kind of see like, because he got friends, because he wanted to experience the culture. He got broke black friends. He got broke nigga friends. He got broke white friends. He got people who don't got money like Jada Smith. He realizes because he's Jada Smith, people treat him differently because they know he has money. Girls talk to him the way older people talk to him because he's Jada Smith and he has money. So, with that being said, don't try to come down to the slums trying to relate to the people in the ghetto when you don't know anything but the hills. Don't climb off your mountain trying to relate to the peasants when you've never been a peasant. You don't know what the struggles are. Yeah, you could throw your money here, give your friend 50,000 because you want to go on vacation and they got to go to work tomorrow at Target. Yeah, you can do that. That's cool. That's not.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm working at Target as a cashier and he throw me $50K, I'm gonna quit my job.
Yeah.
You're only making what, about $25K?
Well, I heard you say you
almost done.
Okay.
If I got a friend that's rich and he's offering me $50K, is this an every year thing?
How long you gonna let another man take care of you?
Well, I mean, he paying me for a job. I'm working
Wait,
at this
no,
point.
let him.
No, but to finish with the whole statement, the reason why I can't applaud Jada Smith for anything that he's saying as far as involving himself in the culture is because, like I said, you can't come off the hill and go to the slums it around for a minute, and now all of a sudden you're woke and you know what's going on, you're aware and you're in tune.
But he
with
never
the people.
said that though.
No, but it's just the act.
I'm letting him finish.
It's just the act. Like everybody who got rich kids, now they going through the weird phase where he cut all his hair off. He was blonde. His sister was cutting herself. She's going through so much depression and all this other stuff. Us being out the slums, we like, I don't understand what your problem is. Like, you rich. Like,
Can I ask you two questions?
Money isn't everything, but money do help. If they just imagine how Jada Smith really would be if tomorrow he was flat broke.
I think you get, and that's what I think the problem is with people who think like you. You get the same Jaden Smith because
you think you'll get the Jaden Smith if he
I
was broke, flat
definitely
broke
believe because I think Jaden Smith just trying to figure it out. If watching that interview, I thought the same way you thought. Like, nigga, what you care about niggas being broke for? What's your sister cutting herself for?
Smith really wants me and people who think like me, as you say, to give him his kudos. Tell his parents to freeze all his money for a year, then go live life.
Well,
freeze all your money, pick a city, live life.
But that would
would only help people like you because No, that would if he wants an understanding of the culture, freeze all your money, pick a city, New York. Pick New York, go live in New York for a year.
But I
See
get
how
I
you
get
would
what
have
you're
it.
saying, but all that proves is that, oh, Jaden, you don't. He's admitting to what you're saying. I have never lived like that. I did not know that people. I didn't know that people live like that. So now that I know that people live like that, I'm trying to help those people. I'm trying to figure out ways to where, all right, let me. I got all this money. I got millions. Let me figure out ways so my friends could figure. My friends could live like me. My friends could figure this out. If I can. He owns a juice bar and a burger place. Let me open this place so you know what? At the end of the day, my friends got a job. They ain't got to worry about this. They ain't got to worry about that. So you know what he's figuring out? Like people like that think like you. And he said it in the interview. You get more people that's rich that kill themselves before you get broke people. And he said that because he went in on, bro. I've been around this world 10, 12 times. There's nothing that anybody can say that I haven't done. So I've been to the White House, I've been to Israel, I've been to Brazil, I've been to all the famous places. Anywhere you want to go, I've been on yachts. I did all that before I was 15 years old. There's nothing left for me to do. So now I gotta help people. He's like, there's nothing. He's like, my parents made it so the only thing I can do now is help people, and the only thing I can do now is understand. So for somebody like you to say that it's messed up that he's trying to understand, I think that's a slap in the face. I think that's a step back because if you were that rich from birth, so what you're saying is you wouldn't care how other people live. You wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't. And tell me if I'm wrong. Is that not what he's saying? I wouldn't care how the people live. I wouldn't want to know. It's not my business. I'm rich. You can die broke and live the way you want to live. What he's saying is, nah. I want to understand how it is to be like that because I'll probably never understand unless my parents freeze my account on some crazy, on some crazy Malibu's Most Wanted shit. Nah. I want to understand how it is to live like that because I don't know. So tell me, when he said that to his friend, I could just give you 50,000 and you could just, take off work or find a different job. You can go on vacation with me. His friend told him, no, I want to start my career. This job is going into my career. I can't just take off because it's 50,000. That's generous, but this goes into my career. Wait, so everybody don't do what I do? I agree with the way he's thinking. Would you want your son to think like that, Marquand,
Yeah.
if your son was rich?
Most definitely.
Would you freeze his account? Or would you
I wouldn't freeze his accounts. I probably wouldn't freeze his accounts.
But if your son if y'all both got boys, if this podcast blows up tomorrow, we all millionaires. Y'all sons tell y'all, hey dad, like I really just I don't want. It's not that I want to get broke friends just to be cool, but I want to learn. I want to learn how that is. Like your stories ain't enough for me to say like
For what?
Cause you gotta learn.
For what?
I wouldn't be mad at my kid if he wanted to go do that.
You wouldn't want your
I
son to
wouldn't be mad at my
learn
kid for
how the other side of the
Not
thing
at all.
lives.
I would, cause that's what made me, knowing where
Why?
I came from.
Do you need to?
Because you need to understand, you need to learn where you came from, learn what's going on, and how you need to
That ain't
stay
your world no more. I made a
It
better
don't matter,
world for
but
you.
you can always.
It ain't your world. I made a better world for you.
Yeah,
Live
man,
in
they
the
can
world I
always
created.
go back.
So, in your standards, you're like the Planet of the Apes. You don't want
No,
Evolution.
you don't want the apes to get smarter. You
I'm
want the
fighting
apes to
with
stay
blacks.
apes.
I'm fighting what blacks have been fighting or fighting against what blacks have been fighting their whole life. White privilege and white people get to do this and this.
That's
and
only
this.
about 400 some years.
And when oh well they can do this and they can do this because they got money and we got to struggle for all this and everything else. Well, if I get the money and my wealth is set, no, you don't need to go back down there and figure out what living on the streets is like and why gang members do what they do. You above that now. Live in the world I just created for you. Now you
Yeah, you're still a black man.
you're still a black man, but now you can compete with the opportunities that these white kids have.
But-
Now the white kids at this private school that you can't go to because you too famous, you above them. So now you got more opportunities than them.
But I feel
That
like
was the whole black. That's the whole
the
black
only
fight
thing I
right
feel
there.
like that's wrong in the sense of why would I make it so my son doesn't connect with anybody but rich people? That's exactly how people go to places and get robbed and get shot and killed. That's that mentality. I'm rich. You can't talk to me like this.
Again, I keep telling y'all, I don't know when y'all gonna see the bigger picture. You don't see white people who grew up from who got their millions on a whim, lottery, whatever. You don't see their wealth going to their kids, and their kids like, oh, I want to go see what trailer parks are like. I want to go see what a redneck is in the country. I want to go see this. I want to experience this culture.
I think you get
you
it
don't
wrong.
see
I
that.
think you're getting wrong what he said. He didn't say he was going to. He didn't say he was going to the West Side.
Well,
Las
he didn't
Vegas
say.
and
Okay,
figure
I
it
get
out.
that, but
What he was saying was,
Help me understand.
I didn't understand. I'm telling you, I didn't know how it was. I didn't know people were broke. It didn't click to me.
and that's the part that still pisses me off that you keep saying. You didn't know people were broke.
Well, if you got somebody that their whole life growing up, everybody around him doing what he doing, yeah, he definitely won't know people.
Let's
So you
ask,
thought people
let's
went
ask
to work
two
for
questions.
fun?
Let me ask two questions.
You thought
right
the
now.
lady sitting in the room
If
putting
you raise that way, you just feel like that they
So-
doing that just to be doing. You don't really.
Jenner, if Caden right now, if Caden lives the life he lives right now, the same life he lives to the age of 10, you don't think Caden, if you don't show Caden, you're not gonna think he don't know it's niggas starving in Africa.
So you're telling me right now.
Answer the question.
No, you're telling me right now. Jaden Smith didn't realize people in the world were broke. So you thought while walking onto the Ellen DeGeneres stage, the nigga holding the boom mic was as rich as you. You thought the girl laying the spread on the table to feed the cast and crew was as rich as you. You're telling
He
me.
probably didn't think they was as rich as him, but he probably didn't think they was broke.
So you think they holding and doing this shit for fun?
When you raised by something like that, Jerry, what are you supposed to think?
I feel like you're making
You're telling me, out of all the people he saw on a day-to-day basis, in every aspect, like the driver of every car that he's ever hopped into in any city, you think that he woke up that morning with not rich, but enough money to be like, I don't have to do this, but I want to. You think he's choosing to do this? It took you to you hit in your 20s to realize that,
no, it's
people don't do what I do.
no.
You can't go to Paris right now. You telling me
The
you
problem
can't
is,
go to
and
Paris?
maybe this
Huh.
is a problem with Jenner's thinking in general.
Dijon, you don't have a yacht?
Jenner, and maybe this is your problem with your thinking in general. No, he didn't. It didn't click with him. No,
So
it didn't click with him. No, this nigga don't accept that baloney is baloney.
yeah, I don't accept that the baloney you're saying is baloney. Nobody in this goddamn world can sit there and say that they didn't know people was broke.
Well, let's be real. You probably thought up to the age of about 12 to maybe 15 that people love working at McDonald's.
Wait. You just said something on the show last week. What age did you realize that all murders didn't make it
And
to
I was
TV?
just gonna say
What
that.
age did you realize?
I was like 16. I didn't
All right,
realize.
cool. You know Jaden Smith is only 19. He's not 20.
Okay.
So
I
let's
realize-
just say
no.
he didn't realize,
No.
you didn't realize people got murdered, but
No.
you saw Baby Boy, because Baby Boy came out when you were
No.
like 12, 13.
The
But you didn't realize people got
between
murdered.
those two is, like I said, I wasn't around murder and everything, so only thing I knew.
Exactly.
No, time out.
He wasn't
No, time
around
out.
broke
Time
people,
out.
so he
Time
didn't
out.
know that.
Let me make my point.
Let him back. No, it's not a point, but I get what
I
you're saying.
didn't know that murders happened because murder wasn't on my mind. It wasn't something I was aware of unless watching it on TV. So at 16,
Okay, so
murder.
watching TV now, do you see anything about poverty on TV?
Yeah.
What?
People broke. What do you mean?
What? Name something that you see on TV that shows poverty. Name a famous show. Anything
Famous
that's out,
show.
anything that's famous, anything that's popular or
Love
showing
and
it,
hip hop.
and they still showing that they get money though.
Jenner, let me put it this
They
way.
still take it
Let
back.
me
They
put
on
it this
TV.
way.
And
And the thing you have to realize is if you're not learning something from this show, we doing this for no reason. The thing you have to realize is what you just said You realize Jaden Smith's first language is Chinese?
Good for him. But what I partially said was,
The nigga was born in Philadelphia, and his first language is Chinese, and you want to say you don't know? No, I don't know what broke is. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
like I said, I didn't realize
He wasn't exposed to it, Junior, so of course he didn't.
Yeah,
know.
he wasn't exposed to it, but at the same time, you growing up, even at a young age, I give you, Marquand, 9, maybe even a little bit younger, to where you first started recognizing real shit. To the furthest memory you can go back, you knew what broke was. You knew what going to work
Honestly,
was.
I didn't. Not in no 10.
You
I didn't
knew
know
the
none of
va-
that.
You knew the value of a dollar bill.
Nope.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest, because I used to get money and spend it all at the calculator the same day.
I'm gonna be honest and honest with
I never knew until
How
I got a
are
job.
you giving yourself a crutch that you're taking the crutch away from Jaden Smith?
My thing is, y'all knew growing up faster that you had to work to get what you
I was around it.
Okay. You knew that you had to get what you know that people had to work to get things. You knew that money comes, money goes. You can't hold on to it forever because you ain't got a lot of it. You realize that at a young age. Jaden Smith, regardless of what y'all want to say, he's not around rich people every single day.
What?
There are the maid that cleans his house, that she's not rich. The driver of his cars, they're not rich. The people who hold the door open, they aren't rich. The security who sets the perimeter.
He not finding out about their personal lives while they driving the car and washing his laundry and cooking his meals.
That's the part I'm confused about.
They're not.
And
he's not exposed to their bank accounts.
And we gonna let this tie into our we gonna let this tie into our female topic, guys. I really want you to explain how, if I was born rich and everything around me is rich, no, I do not know that niggas is out here broke.
How there's no.
It's just like you said. You didn't know that murders happened. That didn't pop up.
You thought the only murders, and make it a point
until you got exposed to it. You got exposed to it. It was like, damn, that really happened. That's like him. He got exposed to his friends not having money to do the shit he doing. He was like, damn, niggas really out here broke.
That don't make sense.
You can't get mad at me because I've been around money my whole life.
How does it make sense that you didn't know that all murders, if it didn't happen on TV, that it didn't happen? How does that make sense to you? But him not knowing that.
Because him not knowing that, there's a lot more incidents where you're running into things. And there's a lot more situations he's in, especially traveling the world as he does, where you see people don't have money.
Well,
you don't go travel the world and see murder. That's what you don't.
What you gotta understand is,
wait. Say that again.
You don't travel the world. If I was Jaden Smith, you're not traveling the world seeing murder every day.
True. But there are some people that do travel the world just to see murder.
Marquand, you'll see a lot more broke people waking up in the morning walking out your hotel.
But the thing is that you're getting confused.
I'm not saying you gonna actually see the murders happening, but you got motherfuckers like, you know, when that massacre happened, motherfuckers flew out here just to see the shit where it happened at.
But the problem the only problem with it is, and I completely understand it, for you to say that he doesn't understand, my thing is about that, for us, if me and you you're thinking about it from your standpoint now. If you're a kid at 10 years old, if you had a driver your whole life, you're not thinking that this is his job. No, this nigga's just a driver.
No, I'm thinking it's his job.
No, this nigga's just a driver.
I don't know why y'all refuse to believe this, but
okay. Let me give you a quick example. Growing up, when you was in school, what did you think about your teachers?
That they don't get paid enough to listen to.
Let's say before high school, like not really paid, like.
What made you want to stand in front of kids and try to teach them? That's what I was.
So when you were in elementary and middle school, that's what you was thinking about.
Why would you want to be a teacher? I even asked the teacher that. Why would you want to do this?
But when you were thinking about their pay, did you even wonder about what they was getting paid at that age?
I didn't start wondering about teachers paid till middle school.
That's what I'm saying though. You gotta once you're exposed to it, you kind of like even and like that. When you found out what they made, you was like, why would you want to be a teacher?
This is getting idiotic. Let's just call a fact a fact. That boy has been a millionaire since he was born. He does not know, and he's telling you, I'm rich enough to know that if I have a limousine driver, he's just a limousine driver. I don't care about his pay structure. I'm too rich for that. But what I care about now is, I didn't know that everybody that I kick it with ain't as rich as me.
How?
They ain't as rich as him. If you've never been
How are
around,
you 19 and you just now realizing that?
you gotta think
Because I'm
about
finally trying to go explore by myself
you gotta
on my
think about
own.
the kid, the people he kick it with.
But
Think
you gotta
about
think about
the
it.
people
His
he kick
kids
it
back
with.
then, his parents probably paid for them to go kick it with him. His parents were like, you know, don't worry
What?
about it. We'll cover everything.
We talking about this.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. He said in an interview that he's 19 now. He said, I didn't realize that my friends, that people that I hung out with, weren't as rich as me because they were always allowed to do the same stuff I was doing. But, you know, my parents paid the bills and stuff. He was like, I just asked one of my friends, hey, I'm going to Japan. Oh, no, Jaden, I got to work. I can't just leave. Oh, well, I'll just put $50,000 in your bank account. Well, Jaden, it don't work like that. I got to go to work. He said it's just now clicking to him that, oh, the lifestyle that I live, y'all can't live because I've been rich this whole time.
That's why you can't. Rich people can't kick it with rich people.
But
And
Junior,
that's the honest to God truth. If you become wealthy in your lifetime, like right now, if y'all became wealthy because of me, your friends can't kick it with you because you got a Ferrari. You got a Ferrari don't mean you get one.
But they're saying that he didn't know. He's 19 something years old now. They say he didn't
But
know
if
that
you've
broke
been
people
born
existed.
and
pretty
raised
much.
in that atmosphere,
you don't know.
you don't know.
So you think your driver outside wants to drive and he got as much money as you?
Yes.
No,
It's
it
not
ain't about that. It's about
I've always had.
I got a driver.
I don't want to put my stuff on TV,
Yeah.
but your mom didn't grow up like me.
Okay.
So I grew up in a lifestyle where we had different cars and we didn't go to a car lot and pick cars. We went in the front yard and picked cars.
Okay.
At what age did you realize that wasn't the regular?
Shit. Ashley was about to be born.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't realize that.
He's sitting here saying his Junior's point is
so
Jaden Smith doesn't.
yeah.
He shouldn't realize that. He should have been realized that everybody's not that
No,
rich.
it's not that way. I didn't realize that when my grandpa came home with a truckload of fucking cars, that was for the family. That wasn't for anything. And your mom family didn't realize that. They didn't have a car.
So explain your point.
No, I mean, if you're not brought up in that lifestyle,
You wouldn't know.
you
For,
don't.
you know, give you a prime
understand that
example.
lifestyle.
You know how I give you a prime example. We used to have the same discussion about good Christmases. You told me, I don't know what a bad Christmas is.
Yeah, it was a joke, but I knew what bad Christmas
And bottom
was.
line, if the presents
What was your bad- what was your
wasn't
worst
as high
Christmas
as
to
the
you?
presents wasn't as high as the tree,
So you got presents every year though.
Yeah,
But you never had a bad Christmas.
Okay.
You ever had a Christmas where you woke up the next morning and it was just like even the leaves on the tree was falling off? Just the empty. You see what I'm saying though? You didn't know that because you wasn't exposed to it.
You get what we saying now? I don't want you to agree. I just want you to at least learn that. I get what y'all saying.
I get what y'all saying, but I still don't believe it. I get what you're saying.
Hey, you don't know why you don't believe it? Nigga, cause you're not Jaden Smith and that nigga balling. hey, just know, if Jaden Smith was your homie, nigga, I'll put $50,000 in your bank account. Keep playing with me, boy. Alright.
Which ball I gotta look for this?
Alright, so we finna get into this
I'll
topic.
just rob you.
We spent.
Because I'm from that hood.
You're not right.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know nothing about him.
Bro,
from
at,
the slum.
at the end of the day, you're not robbing Jaden Smith. Not robbing Jaden.
Oh, yes I am. Because the way y'all make it seem, oh, Jay, you never seen a gun?
Hey, you wanna know the crazy thing is? You wanna know the crazy thing is? You think Jaden Smith's gonna be on Slauson. Jaden Smith is just as famous as the president. Let that sink in. No, Jaden Smith is just as famous as the president.
Then why you know what, switch subject, because then all this black racism in Hollywood is bullshit. If he's just as famous as the president, it doesn't matter. Go ahead to the girls. Let's go to the women's topic.
Anyway, Jenna doesn't understand. That's why Jaden Smith is gonna ball on this nigga. Anyway, Jaden Smith, hit my DMs. I'm trying to kick it with you. I need $50K. I'll quit today.
Yeah,
Jaden Smith, I'm trying to quit, Jaden.
Well, I ain't gonna say I can quit, but I can use about 2 weeks of PTO if I need somebody to hang out with.
I'm quitting my job, Jaden.
Who's licking, who's tugging over here?
What?
What?
Y'all on Jaden sack hard as mug over here, huh?
First of all, for Jaden to offer his homeboy $50K like it's nothing, like nigga, do you know what 50,000 will do to my life right now? Do you know what 50K will do for your life right now?
It's a lot, but like I said, I'm not.
Put it this way. You know he got the next 10 Teslas pre-ordered.
Good for him.
Don't even know what they look like.
That's cool for Jaden.
Just imagine having that freedom. Yeah, the next 10 of these that come out,
I want 'em.
mine.
So while he was buying those, pre-ordering 10 Teslas, at what point did he realize, oh, this isn't normal? You're not able to buy 10 Teslas?
Well, you got to think about it. Maybe his friends want different kind of cars.
Junior,
Everybody's not in
even
the same
that.
car.
Finish making our point for us. No, that's not normal, Jaden. That's what they told him on the show. No, Jaden, having a Tesla isn't normal. Well, all my friends drive Teslas. Well, no, Jaden, I drive a Honda. The one of the dudes on the show, yeah, I drive an '04 Honda. I'm still paying car notes on. He was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I like being around this because it humbles me. It lets me know that somebody out there can't afford this. So I should love this car that I'm in.
So he should love the 10, well, he got 2 already. So he should love the 12 Teslas he has because somebody has an '04 Honda.
Yes, nigga.
He said, be humble that I can afford this luxurious car because I got friends that can't even afford a current year vehicle.
So is he flexing in disguise?
No, because he's offering to help his friends
Hey,
out. Like,
first
hey,
of all,
you know what? Let me do this
I feel
for
like a lot of yo.
Damn, I got 10 $100,000 cars and you got a $1,000 Honda. I should really love these.
I guarantee you, after that show, he probably told his homeboy, hey, how much do you have left on your Honda that you got to pay?
To be a real homeboy and really understand the struggle, you know what? I didn't realize, you was going through it. Take one of them Tesla keys. That's yours.
Nigga,
You don't think he would do that?
Yeah, he would, but nigga,
No.
how's that a real homeboy giving you a car? No, a real homeboy would be like, man, bro, you know what? Look, I opened this juice bar, bro. Look, I ain't gonna say I can give you the business, but bro, look, I'm gonna teach you how to, so you can at least manage it. So look, we gonna get you to a point to where you can get your own. I'm gonna put you in a position. That's a real homeboy. No.
If your homie taking the bus every day to work, hey, go get your license. You get your license, I'll give you one of these cars. You can pick which one you want.
No, go get your license and we'll figure out a way to get you a car. I'll teach you. You can lead a man to. What did it say? You can teach
a man to fish and he'll eat for a day. No. Give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime.
Anyway, back to
We totally got off board with the women's topic.
All right, no, the women's topic is. Why do you feel like a girl? Tay.
Yes.
Oh, you ain't got your hair done. Never mind.
Yeah, don't even.
Why do you? Or stand over there. I just need you to answer this.
All right, what?
Do girls actually? Would you rather a cute dude that treated you bad or ugly dude that treated you good?
Ugly dude.
Why would you rather the ugly dude?
Because
Speak louder.
the ugly guy is not gonna expect.
He's not gonna
He's
cheat
not
because
gonna
he's
cheat,
ugly.
and he's not going to.
So you want the wounded gazelle if you're ugly.
But I mean, even.
She wants an ugly dude because she got the power. You're not going anywhere. You're ugly.
But some dudes even
No,
get
that's
good.
not true.
Some dudes, some girls get good looking dudes,
And then they do the same thing.
and the good looking dudes actually try to take care of you and show you the world. But shit, you don't even see that. They fuck that up too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't base it off of looks because I would just base it off in general. I told y'all earlier when we talked about the topic. In general, I feel like women want a man that's gonna treat them bad.
Girls want the trifecta. They want money, power, respect, and occasional verbal abuse.
I think it's like girls love the idea of a good man, but in all, I think most women kind of.
This is
want
what
that.
I said. Every party, like dudes, you can't have one girl. You can, and by saying that I don't mean cheating. You need whatever girl you choose has to be 2 women. That freak in the sheets and lady in the lady in the streets, freak in the sheets, whatever. That's 2 women in one. Girls need the same as far as dudes. They need 2 dudes in one. They need the nice guy and they need the asshole. One cannot overpower the other. So if you too overly nice, you're gonna lose her. If you're too much of an asshole, you're gonna lose her, or you're gonna have her a lot longer than you would if you'd be nice, but you're gonna lose her.
I don't agree with. I feel like if you were an asshole from the jump, you would keep a girl a lot longer than usual. How long you been with Brittany? Going on what, 6 years?
Stop.
December will be about 6 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Your math is better than mine.
I'm just saying though, and you're a pure asshole.
Thank you. I tried.
I'm just saying, you know, and you kept it for 6 years. I am like when it comes to being a gentleman, I put myself at the top of that pinnacle, and I can't keep a relationship longer than a year.
Because you care too much. That's what I said. That's the good guy crutch. And this is why girls, they like the idea of a good guy, but they don't want it. You cannot care to. She don't want somebody who can relate to her feeling wise.
Are you
If you
dumb?
can relate to her feelings,
Are you done?
girls don't want you to relate to their feelings.
What they want you to relate to?
Huh?
What they want you to relate to?
What girl? Also, you sit down right now with Taylor on the couch talking about your feelings and her feelings, and you guys are
Yeah.
going
Look,
over everything.
Yeah, you
Look,
do want to
if
talk
you-
about
if-
the things that
If you
bother
want to
in
be
a
100%
relationship.
No,
honest
I'm
with
talking
you,
about just opening up.
if you want to be
You know,
100%,
just having feelings,
if
these conversations.
the
about
100%
feelings.
honest with you is, I'll look at you. Taylor, did anything he say, does that sound like something I do for you?
Yeah.
What do we sit there and talk about, Taylor?
Feelings.
How to help you be a better person, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm talking about feelings.
That's a feeling. Helping her be a better person, helping her
As
get in
far as-
control.
What I mean by good guy is sitting there talking about feelings and just tell me about this and how does this make you feel and what about this and how does this affect you?
Yeah, I don't know about all of that. I mean, of course you want to bring up things that bother you in your relationship, or you also want to.
Maybe it's
express
because
how you
I'm
feel.
deeper into the relationship.
It's not even just
I
talking
care
about-
about, me personally, everything y'all just talking about, I talk about feelings with Taylor. Look, this hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
This is that. Because the problem with it is, if you don't talk about feelings in your relationship, you just going into the battle every time saying, alright,
You know the reason why thugs get a lot of the girls? Because they not sitting there talking about their feelings. It's more of a, that's what I said, there's an alpha and there's a beta when it comes to dudes. Alpha dudes are like the thug dudes or whatever that the girls go for. The girls go for them because A, they masculine, B, they feel protected, and 2, they know that they can't get away with shit. The thug dude is hard to figure out. And every girl wants to change a nigga regardless if they say they don't. They want to try to make the dude better in some shape or form. So with a thug, oh, I can change him. I can make him stop being so thuggish. Which they can't, but that's what drives them to want them more. A good guy, what can you really do with a good guy? I mean, Marquand, you go to work, you pay your bills, you take care of your kids.
Sell out.
What can a
Working for
girl
the man.
really change? There's no adventure there. What can she change?
pegging.
You're not going to talk to other girls. You're going to delete any girl that hits your phone if she says so. You're going to give her passwords.
Yeah.
You're going to do everything to make
Hey,
sure your
first of all,
relationship works.
hey, wait.
I
freeze
do.
that.
You right. I
Any,
do
a
try-
girl that hits you up is not a threat to your relationship.
I'm not saying
She's
that's
helping
why
your
I corrected.
relationship.
Well, first of all, that's why I corrected him and said any threat to my relationship.
Like I said,
But he's right. I mean, you right. No matter what you do, at the end of the day, there's really nothing you can do to make a woman feel secure. She's gonna do what she want to do at the end of the day.
it's not even that. It's like you just said. Girls have an idea of the perfect man that they want in their mind. But if you're already there, how can they can't create, they can't better something that's already there. So once they see, okay, well, in my mind, I wanted him to do this. Oh, I wanted him to text me good morning every day. That's just the perfect idea of what I think a man would do. You do it. Okay, now she don't have to try to force you to do it or get you doing it. Now she
But
don't
I mean,
have to
stuff
want
like
you
that
to
I do
it.
automatically, so it ain't like you have to tell
Yeah,
me. Because
but you-
I try to take I think that's one of my problems. I try to take the initiative and do things ahead of time.
Now let's go to the thug. You think the thug finna text her good morning every day?
Probably not.
Think the thug finna text her at all throughout the day?
She probably
Not till
gonna
she hit him up first.
Right.
Exactly. He's creating the need for her to want to change him. Now she has to create the perfect man. Now she has to put effort in, which makes her more drawn, which makes her more attached, which makes her want him more because she has to put more of herself in him to get the change that she wants.
You know what? I'm gonna absolutely agree with you because when I'm like, when I'm single and I'm not with nobody, and I have that asshole phase where I just probably mess with a couple people or whatever the case may be, or I'm just out dating, whatever the case may have been. When I'm an asshole though, it's like I get nothing but everything I'm looking for when I'm in a commitment. When I'm in a committed relationship. And it's crazy because like I gotta be an asshole just to get the shit I want when I want to commit. And then when I finally do decide to commit, I get the complete opposite of what I really want.
Because you gotta stay in asshole mode. Every girl, I feel Could be wrong. I feel every girl, you know,
I would
with
say
their
most.
mom
You
around.
can't say every girl.
Well, most girls, in my opinion, every girl, most girls have that nurturing aspect about themselves where they wanna make a dude better. I don't know why they want to do it, but they want to make a dude better. So their whole goal is to create a perfect dude. That's why thugs get the most girls, because they're the ones with the most fucked up problems. Sleeping on their mama's couch, driving their homeboy car, taking Ubers, hustling, doing wrong, doing bad. Every girl wants to change that. Yeah, he's a thug, but you don't understand. He has a sweet side, and he's nice, and he does this, and I'm gonna bring it more out of him. Every girl tells you what their plan for their thug boyfriend is, whether you even pay attention to it or not. They tell you their plan for their thug. It don't always work, but they tell you they got a plan. That's why they chose him. I don't know not one good guy right now that really has a success story when it comes to girls. You can't be nice all the time. Stop opening doors. Let her open the door.
But
I mean, that's just chivalry. I mean,
Quit
that's
picking
just,
up a bill. Let her pay for one. Yeah, chivalry is dead. That bitch died in
I
2008.
wouldn't necessarily say chivalry was there.
Yeah, alright.
But then again, I'm a traditional man, so I believe in the old school.
How's that
love.
tradition working for you? Because traditionally, they got ass back in the day. So how's that working out for you? Nice guys cannot be nice guys anymore.
I can't argue with you, bro. I'm not gonna argue with you.
you know
because
what? This is what I will say, and I won't argue, and I agree with y'all 100%. I think there's a special place for nice guys with a special select woman, but that market is very few and far between. Once you get in, you gotta stay there.
Yeah.
There is not. The problem with nice guys is if you're Marquand, you can't be Marquand and get with a girl that wants a buzzer. You can't. Sorry, never gonna work. May seem cool for the first few weeks, may even get a couple months out of it, but at the end of the day, that dog gonna hunt. It is what it is.
Trey Songz can never get Lauren London.
You're lying. He dated Lauren London. What are we talking about?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. They were a couple.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God. This nigga just comes up with anything.
Yeah, alright. Go get her now. Get your ass slapped by Nipsey.
Nipsey Hussle most definitely.
And then her other baby daddy, Wayne.
Hey, you want to put it this way? And we can have this conversation. The R&B niggas is way more tough than the rap niggas.
Wrong.
Put it this way, nigga. Trey Songz, nigga. What's the one nigga who had the bad eye? When his you know.
Fetty Wap?
No, not. Nah, he ain't got no eye. But shout out to Fetty Wap. No, what's the nigga?
Is it a song you know that he's singing?
Yeah, you know he was really big a few years ago and then he just fell off. August Alsina.
Oh.
That nigga. The R&B niggas is way more with fighting than the rap niggas. Tell me who more with it than Chris
Yeah,
Brown
because
or
you
like
can't
Trey
hit a
Songz.
high note and, you know.
The R&B niggas will fight way quicker than the rap
Because
niggas.
if you hit a high note, I'm gonna test your card.
I'm gonna put it this way. I
Yeah.
guarantee you put Chris Brown in that Starbucks and you put Trey Songz on the other side, or Jeremiah on the other side. Chris Brown ain't jumping over no counter. He catching the fade. I gotta catch this fade.
Exactly. You can't not hit high notes and be weak. It don't go together. If you are an R&B singer, you better be buff and you better be ready to fight. Because niggas gonna...
So I'll put it to you this way. You really think Nipsey Hussle just gonna slap Trey Songz? Nigga, somebody dying that day. Somebody gotta go.
I feel like he wouldn't hesitate to do it.
I feel like it would have been a fight. It wouldn't have been just a slap.
R&B singers it's like a short person. R&B singers got to be hard because they sing love songs and they
You
always
can
got
put
their
whatever
feelings. But rap
stipulation you
niggas,
want on it.
They rap about the stuff that they do, so they got that.
You can't say all of them rap about the
This nigga Junior
put.
puts the most stipulations on it. I mean, he would fight him, but I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't end well. Would he fight him?
But long story short, when it comes to girls and good guys and all this other stuff, yeah, we met some women who said that they preferred to date the good-looking asshole.
Yeah.
I'd rather he treat me bad and look great. You know, that's what you go for. She was like, at least he looks good. I don't care if he yells at me and tells me I ain't shit.
Hey, Junior, just to let you know, in 2014, Trey Songz admitted he fell in love with Lauren London. Bow. Anyway,
Then Wayne hyped her, got her.
doesn't matter.
Nipsey.
What the thing about it is, how
R&B
nigga,
nigga
how,
never joined the sense.
alright, nigga, now finish shouting out your exes, niggas. That's what you're doing right now. Finish shouting them out. Finish shouting out your ex. Nah, finish it
Long
up.
story short, like I
Alright,
said,
no,
good
look,
guys
Junior ain't
don't
gonna
win
finish this.
because
This
you
what
gotta
I'ma
be
say.
an asshole nowadays. You cannot be nice.
This is what I'm saying. It comes from Meecher. Be a nice nigga, bro.
Don't be a
You
nice
have
one.
to. You have to. In being a nice nigga, your shot selection has to be very limited, and you gotta know what you're shooting for. The
Yeah.
problem with most niggas is they shoot outside of their range, and just because you make a point, don't mean that you're supposed to shoot out there. Just because you can make it half court, don't mean that that's where you shoot from.
Dwight Howard once made a 3.
So this is. So this is the thing, and this is.
Just think about that. Dwight Howard once
And
made
this
a
is
3.
what I really honestly think about that. When the girl told us that she would rather be treated bad by a cute dude, I realized at that moment, oh, you really young as hell. Not age-wise, because age-wise she's just as old as us. You really young as hell mentally.
I didn't get that.
Because
I
you
thought she was
look,
actually,
look, let me break it down. This is what it is. If alright, so you think a girl is grown and wants to be treated bad by a nigga because a nigga looks a
I
certain
feel
way?
she hit
That
her
type
wall.
of girl could not even get a glance at me because at that point you don't want to be full off of your food. You just want something that looks nice. That's what you're telling me.
No, I
You
feel
don't
like-
want you don't want a full meal from Panda Express.
You just
Even
want
though
the
you're
orange
dead
chicken.
hungry, you just want a piece of orange chicken
No, I
because
feel
it
like
looks
she's
pretty.
hit that point where she realizes why search for something that really ain't there. She hit that grown mark where it's like, you know what? I ain't dealing with the bullshit no more. I'm just gonna go for what I like. I don't care about how
No,
you talk when I
nigga.
just give me what I like.
No, that's completely false. You don't get to that point in your life unless you have been ran through by men and you've been in about 60 false relationships or you are about 35. You don't get to just jump to the, oh, I feel like I know I've narrowed in and I'm never gonna find love. No, she's at the point in life where she sees Chris Brown every day on Instagram has ruined girls. They see the cute dude every day posting outfits and doing all this, and then they get with the dude and realize, oh, all he do is post outfits and go out at night. Well, shit, I'm already here. Might as well stay.
Showing, bro? That's crazy. You saw that shit too?
Might as well
Why would I
stay.
be looking at your stomach?
Cause I saw it in the video.
No, Marquand, deadass. That sound like a grown woman to you that thinks like
No.
that? Alright. I thought I was tripping.
Thought I had a crop top.
How does that make? Maybe you can make Junior's point for him more, because I don't understand it.
The point about what I'm saying is, what she said, all I'm saying was, when you get to a certain point, good guy, bad guy, whatever, stand for what you stand for. Don't take no BS from any female. If you're a girl, don't take any BS from a dude. If you're over 25, it's time to man up and just be about what you're about. It ain't about being a nice guy or a good guy no more, or a bad guy no more. When you meet somebody, be who you are and don't change for nothing. If you not the type to text all goddamn day long and see how her day is going, don't start now. Don't change up just because you're trying to get the girl. If you just do what comes naturally. If you don't care about how her day is, don't care about how her day is. Don't change. Don't change because you think that's what she wants to see. If you're a girl who just wants to go and fuck around, then go and fuck around. Who gives a fuck? If you just want to date a pretty face and don't care if he's cheating on you with 30 girls, then date a pretty face. That's the decision you make when you hit adult status. If that's what you want, that's what you want. I ain't saying nobody, you ain't got to be, if Marquand don't want to be an asshole to the level of me and Demetrius are, then don't be an asshole to that level. But you got to stand for something, and you got to have morals when it comes into this.
You know what?
Stand for something or you'll fall for it.
If I got
Know
one
what you
thing,
going in for.
if I got one thing to tell to anybody, I don't even want to group Marquand. If I got one thing to tell to anybody is, at a certain age in your life, you need to learn the range you need to shoot at. The reason why Curry is such a good three-point shooter, he knows where to get to and how far he can shoot away. He may make the lucky shots way out of his range, but he gonna go back to his range. Once you get out of your range, that's when you get out of pocket, and that's when you don't know what's going
I
on.
don't care phase. I don't care. Once you hit the phase where you don't care about hurting people's feelings,
That's when you get
things will
herpes.
get a lot better.
Herpes.
Yeah.
I just want to be honest with you.
but-
What Junior is talking to, I call that the herpes phase.
No.
And not saying everybody gets herpes when they go to that phase, But there are some people that come out of that phase with
No,
her.
I'm talking
I
about
just wanna
people
let you know.
who are scared to say what they want to girls, like scared to break
It's
up
not
with
say what
people.
you want. A lot of people, and we've had this topic on the show
Stop
before,
sugarcoating in the world.
and y'all stopped it before, and y'all didn't understand it. Conforming ruins men's train of thought. Once you conform to the way a female wants you to act, it's never once vice versa. Once you conform to a man or once you conform to whatever it is that you dating, once you start to act like the person that they want you to act like, you start putting their views as your views, you'll never win because at the end of the day, you got to come in there strong. I hate the saying that, oh, it's only one casket, I'm gonna die alone. That's real. You gotta go in there, love is a war. You gotta go into that and be like, all right, no, this is the way I think. I can change, I can understand, I can adapt. Adapt and conforming are two separate things. Adapting is still believing in what you believe in, but saying, you know what, I can't be like that here. A wild lion can't be a wild lion in a zoo. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. This thing gotta conform. This thing gotta adapt.
Shooters shoot, coaches coach. Choose.
It's not two coaches actually do shoot the ball.
Shooters shoot, coaches coach. Choose.
Well, coaches coach shooters.
Choose.
Coaches coach shooters. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying though. But at the end of the day, this is not just company.
What about Quan guy?
At the end of the day, this is not just company, and we're gonna close this thing out. Kwani, you got something left to say?
No, I think I said what I had to say about the topic.
Didn't really fucking matter because I don't care. Jenna, you got something else you gotta say? Didn't really fucking matter. Anyway, Kwani just had a baby. Y'all can congratulate him.
Yeah, I
on
did
this
have a
place.
baby girl, man.
Yeah, holla at my
Beautiful
boy,
baby girl.
man. Yeah, he really living life, man. You know, milkshakes and all that, bro. Send some diapers.
This nigga's so funny.
Yeah, Junior is actually dating Suge Knight's nephew. So how's that going?
You want to talk about it?
Doesn't want to talk about his new relationship, trying to see what they're about to spin this microphone. He cut off that camera, so I'm about to spin this microphone between my legs in a very weird manner. Time to get awkward.